Okay, so here we are on the road to Pullman. I didn't take much footage of that part because not only is it dangerous because of the hills and turns, but I also, it's all the same looking. It's really boring. I just wanted you to get a sense of the boringness and the turns and everything. This is pretty close to Pullman, at least halfway there. And yeah, I mean, the drive there and back was actually much better this time than it usually is. Haley will remember that it's very boring, and that stretch of time seemed much longer than from Moses Lake to Seattle on our trip. I'm sorry about the shakiness of the video, by the way. That's how it's going to be in the driving sequences, but there you go. And here is Colfax. I thought you guys might want to see when we got there. Well, I got there. It's very old-timey feeling. It made me remember that I really wanted to come visit Colfax sometime. I mean, I know it's really small and they don't have much, but I kind of like these small towns with brick buildings that just seem like they hold so much past, I guess. And it's so close to Pullman that it would have been a nice place to just visit. Same with Lewiston, both of which I had kind of planned for us to do and did not happen, but that's okay. I'm glad that we got to go on the trips we did go on to Spokane, Haley and I to Seattle, and just, in general, all the fun we were able to have going back and forth from Moscow and Pullman. So there was road work going on, which is what this is right here. The cars, I just wanted to show you how many cars there were backed up. It's an extremely long amount. I was lucky and I hit no stoppage both trips, both ways. So of the 4 times that I had to go over this, none of them did I have to stop for more than 5 minutes. So that was really nice. I saw some people getting out of their cars to stretch who had obviously been there much longer. But yeah, they're just paving the road, and I'm not sure they could have picked a worse weekend. My dad and I were discussing it, but honestly, this seems like the worst time to do it. Or there's somebody out of their car. But yeah, that was almost to Pullman, between Pullman and Colfax. Here is where Haley and I used to see the zombies, or the people walking towards us creepily, when we did women's transit. I wanted to show you guys the construction that seems to be going fairly smoothly, and actually becoming a building. I'm not sure what they're putting there, but yeah. And I had to stop, I think, for some pedestrians or something. Here's some students walking, the Coug sign and everything. But yeah, just generally Pullman. I know how much you guys are nostalgic for it. I don't know, I'm a bit, but Pullman frustrates me so much every time I go there that I just can't be too much. Okay, here's me getting in the elevator to go up to Holland Terrell. I kind of hid my camera because there were people coming out of the elevator. I didn't do that most of the time, but it just shows you my apprehension. Luckily no one else was in the elevator, so I could film that part. But yeah, I went up, just kind of looking around, I guess. I went up to Holland Terrell, parked underneath there, and then went and looked at the library, went to the bathroom, and headed over to the history building. I was fairly happy that nobody came out here. It's kind of awkward walking around holding your phone as I was, because not only am I holding it pretty much at like shoulder level, I guess, but it's also, I'm not looking at it. So it's very weird looking to people. So I was like, there's the garbage, just all these things that remind me that I'm in Pullman. It was an interesting feeling being there. It felt very normal, because I'm, used to being here, obviously. I lived there for 2 years, and I went, especially to places like Holland Terrell, very often. It kind of just felt like I was going back to school, even though I know that I'm not. So it was kind of strange. Like, I felt like I had a lot in common with the people around me, but at the same time that I was just in a different place than they were, and so it was kind of just interesting. Here's the atrium. I feel kind of bad because I follow this gentleman right here in the green shirt for a while because I was going to the bathroom. And so he's going to end up on the internet and not know. Okay, and then I went on the mall. I started filming stuff. There's the campus fellowship, whatever they're called, campus fellowship. I kind of trying to avoid filming people. There's Todd, good old Todd, where I spent most of my time. There's some people laying on the grass. It was a fairly nice day, a bit hot, but pretty nice. And just walking to Wilson, which I feel like I've done a million times. I kind of awkwardly film these people and then they look at me, so I looked away and pretended to do something. Honestly, I should have just been pretending to type or play a game or something, but I'm not that intelligent. Or at least I wasn't. And then I came in Wilson, which nobody was in, so that was kind of awesome. I stopped by our young adult literature class and thought about going in, but decided not to because I assumed it would be locked, and I didn't really want anyone getting mad at me about that. Here's Spock in the history office chair. He's normally just behind the chair back there, but nobody was in the office, so they put him in the chair when that happens. One of the advisors was out of his office. Well, both of them were, but that was his sign for being out of the office. And then Lori Sue's was on the door when I entered, so this was my first trip when nobody was there. So I went back downstairs, well, down the elevator. After going in this elevator, at least 20 to 30 times, if, not closer to 50, I still don't know which set of buttons to push, which is why I pushed both of them. I kind of wish you could hear the sound with my audio voiceover because it's a very loud elevator. And it just, I don't know, it's kind of soothing how loud it is, honestly, because I'm used to it. Once again, I came out and nobody was out there, so I felt a little better. And I came over here to show you the women's transit sign, all the good memories of me and Haley, and Haley's name on there. Good times. Okay, so this is going up the hill, obviously heading towards B Street, which is where I think I turn, I'm pretty sure. And this was strictly driving to show you guys some of the old stuff. As I was walking around, I felt like I had more places with Haley than I did with Becky to show. Like, oh, this is where the zombies attacked us, and this is women's transit, and this is our old class, but I found some for you, Becky. This is a march of sorority girls. It was ridiculously long. I was trying not to show them that I was filming them because I felt like that was really awkward, especially since I was stopped and they could obviously see me. But most of them weren't looking at me because they're kind of off in their own worlds. It was fairly busy around here, obviously around Greek Road, because so many people are pledging and having whatever meetings they do. I don't even know, honestly. Obviously, I wouldn't know. Not being a sorority girl or having any idea how those things work. Here is the Institute, which we've all been to and enjoyed. I guess that one's more specifically for me, but good old Institute. And then Honors. I had a nice stop here to give you a glimpse of your old home, Becky. So yeah, and then I headed up. Tried not to show my camera my phone, because people can see me when I'm going this slow. There's Hillside Cafe, which I filmed for a brief second, and Stevens is right up here. I thought about stopping and filming Stevens and maybe going up and trying to open the door or something, or to the staircase, but I kind of decided that I would keep going because I don't know, that's the thing about memories, I guess. It was kind of an artistic choice because memories are fleeting, and it's interesting being here. Like, there's a new building that we all saw being constructed, all done and beautiful, and then on the other side there's the new stadium thing still being built, a new Cougars symbol right there and everything, and it just interested me how we haven't been gone very long, but how WSU has changed, that there's this combination of old and new that felt like a decent metaphor, I guess, for just life's journey in general, that there are these really old things that'll stay around forever, but there are also changes that are made, new things, and suddenly, the place that Pullman used to be isn't the place that it is now. It's different. There's the heart I wanted to show you guys. I cut out that red light because boring and video's long. I filmed some more of the modern artwork. But yeah, as I was driving at this part, actually, a song came on, Nickelback's Photograph, which I kind of found fantastically timed by the universe, because that song is about reminiscing, remembering old memory, and uncovering all of the things that make you and that you love about what happened, but also, obviously that it's in the past. And so that was kind of poetic in a way, I guess, kind of beautiful that happened. As I was driving around here, here's the classic drive we've done so many times. There's this biker up here on the right. It irritates me that he's not using the crosswalk. But I feel bad for him because as I drive up here, he, I don't know if you can see it. I don't think so. I think I cut the part out. But he rides up here and his chain pops off. And then he doesn't realize that it has for a little while. I cut that red light out too. But yeah. So I kind of felt bad for him because he didn't realize what was wrong with it, and I did immediately, and I kind of wanted to just be like, your chain fell off, but I didn't. And then I went down here. I was going to get gas from Safeway. Sorry about the randomness. But there was a whole bunch of construction going on. I'm not sure if it's in here. Yeah, it is. So yeah, just continuing along these roads that I know so well, as Haley said, kind of uselessly now, but it was nice being in Pullman. I admit that I did enjoy it, despite the frustrations that I had both times I went. But yeah, I don't know. It just kind of makes me feel, oh, here's the place where Haley and I were in women's transit, and we, they had a sign that said free milk and cookies or something, like if you got a room, and then Haley was like, we should get a room. Oh, no, because we always thought that people thought we were lesbians. Anyway, that we were dating. And here's the construction, which I fairly quickly realized that I am making things 1,000 times more difficult for myself by filming, so I turned it off. But I just want to make the point that memories are about people for me and experiences, and not about the place. So the place was a nice reminder, but I have you guys that will remind me of those great times always. So thanks.